Hey friends, so today we are going to do kind of a get ready with me, what's my everyday makeup and hair look, and I'll do kind of a question and answer because I know I get a lot of questions, so I've been kind of compiling up all the questions and I'll just kind of talk about my life a little bit and answer y'all's questions, and we'll have a little bit of fun. So before I get started, I literally just got out of the shower. I'm gonna spray my hair with this Briogeo Rosarco Milk. It's just kind of like an after shower spray. It's like a leave-in conditioning spray. And I'm just gonna give it a quick comb through. You know, when I usually do my makeup, if I've washed my hair, I do let my hair kind of air dry before I start the blow drying process. But it is good to at least get it in kind of a, I don't know what's going on with that top hair, kind of a semblance of how it's going to be blow dried, so at least it doesn't get dried all weird. Anyway, so I'm not going to talk a lot about the products that I'm using today, but I will link all of the ones I use down in the description below. So if you are interested in anything, I might mention a few things, but if you're interested in anything, go down and check out the description box. All right, so I'll take my first question. My first question is, and some of you have watched a few of my other videos where I have featured her, but do I have any pets? And yes, I have a pet. Her name is Pixie. Let me get her. So this is Pixie. She's a Chihuahua Terrier mix, and she is 14. She's been my dog ever since she was a little puppy. She was tiny. She just barely fit in my hands. But she's an awesome dog. She's real laid back. The only thing she does is just like any Chihuahua, she likes to bark. And we live in a pretty remote little town that has a protection for deer. So there are herds of deer that live here on the little, I live like on an island at a lake, basically. And there's tons of deer, so she likes to go outside and bark at deer. But we have a little backyard with a little doggy door. I'm actually filming in my office. This is where I do most of my work. So I work at home. I'm a remote worker. I don't just do YouTube. YouTube is like my hobby. Gonna get a little moisturizing on my face real quick here. So I guess I should talk about my career a little bit. I've had a kind of crazy career. I'll start with my education. It's kind of crazy story, but I have a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. And I was a chemical engineer for a couple years. Then I worked in the software development field for about 5 years. I was a database programmer. And then I decided to get my teacher's license. So I was a high school math and college math teacher for about 9 years. And I got my master's degree while I was working full-time, and I got my master's degree in mathematics teaching. So with the ultimate goal of getting into curriculum development. And I actually, for several years after I got out of teaching, I was a curriculum developer for math. So I wrote math problems for kids and all digital. So the companies that I work for provided software, that type of thing for students to learn. And so I did a lot of curriculum development. And I've worked my way up in my current company, so that I'm now a manager. And so I don't write any more curriculum, but I manage people that do write curriculum. I hope that makes sense. My husband also works from home. Like I said, we live in a kind of remote area where there's not a lot of jobs around us. So our ultimate goal was to build a house next to my mom, which we did, and work remotely for companies from our home office. Sorry, I'm getting all my makeup out. You know when you put makeup on and there's like a little tiny bit of it, especially if you have blonde hair, gets at the sides of your hair? I always take a little cotton swab with some micellar water on it, just to make sure I get any of the makeup off my hair if any leaked onto it. Okay, anyway, my husband is a software developer, and he works for a company in Chicago. And yeah, how much do I work? I work a lot more than my husband does. My job is very demanding. Like, I have video meetings. I probably have like 8 meetings a day. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm in meetings all the time. And I'm on video chat meetings, so I'm always on camera. So I'm in all these different cross-functional groups at my company, and pretty much, like I said, pretty much in meetings all the time. I also have to travel about once a month, like 1 week out of the month. I either go to Dallas or I go to Minneapolis. And my husband's not too happy when he travels. He gets lonely here. Just being that we work from home, we don't see a lot of people, and so it's just basically him all week when I'm gone. So that can be rough for him a little bit, but I think he's starting to get used to it. The makeup I used, by the way, was the It CC cream, which is my absolute favorite. I know it's pricey. I get it at Ulta, and I make online orders at Ulta. We have an Ulta about an hour from here, but I've tried all different kinds of makeup, honestly, and this is, in my opinion, the best one. This is 50 SPF, so you don't have to worry about sun, especially as I'm getting older. I know that like the sun actually does do damage to your skin and causes wrinkles, and for me it causes a crazy amount of freckles, but anyway, that was the makeup, and I also used a Tarte Shape Tape as the concealer. And I'm going to go in now with, I picked this up at Walmart. This is Milani, and this is a 01 Sunlight Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. So I was using like contour powder before, but I really like this bronzing powder. It's really light for my fair skin. And so, let's see. Oh, here we go. I just kind of put it right here under my cheekbone. And kind of around my hairline a little bit, and just a tiny bit on my nose, like that. That's all. All right, and let's go in with some blush. I got this blush on a BoxyCharm, but I love it. This is the Ciate London, and it's called Marbled Light, and the color is called Dusk, and it looks like this, and it's a very just gentle blush, but it's the perfect color for me. I just think it's so cute. Usually blushes are either too dark or they're not dark enough. And for me, I like the pinks. I really like the pink blushes. I don't really necessarily like the like peachy blushes. I think the pink just goes better with my coloring, you know? Okay, so I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick. By the way, I always use this. I just got a new one. This is Dip Brow by Anastasia, my favorite brow product. And basically, I just comb my brows out like this. And if you haven't gotten your eyebrows done, you should get them done. It always makes a pixie cut look better. I get mine done probably once every 12 weeks. I get it done every other haircut. My hairstylist does that, and I assure you it will do wonders for your pixie cut. Just getting your eyebrows trimmed and shaped and all the little hairs underneath there waxed off, it does wonders. It does wonders for me. And then on a regular day, I just use this Dip Brow, and I just dip it in here like this. Barely. You don't need much. You're just trying to fill in where your natural eyebrows already are. I usually go a line underneath and a line over and then fill in the rest. And you really need a brush that's really sharp like this. Like this. Okay, and then once you have your eyebrows done, so they don't look too strong, I usually just kind of comb them out again. Okay, my hair is really getting dry, but we'll try to hurry up. So, okay, so I think I've told you guys about my kids, but I have two kids. My son is 19 and he's in college for going to getting his bachelor's in business. And my daughter just graduated college. If you've seen a couple of my earlier videos, she just graduated with a music degree, and she's taking a year off before she goes and gets her master's. But we'll see what happens with her. You know, sometimes life gets in the way with plans, but she's doing good right now. All right. I got this for Christmas. This is Smashbox, and it's like this really cool palette. But I really like these nude ones over here. These real, this is what I've been using for my everyday look, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just doing an everyday look today. Nothing fancy. I go in with just the crease color, this one right here. And I kind of have hooded eyes in a normal sense. So I go pretty far above my crease. if you have hooded eyes with a light color like this. And I'm gonna do that on the other side. Y'all, I'm not a pro. I just have been doing my makeup. No one's ever taught me anything. Of course, probably like you guys, I've watched tons of makeup videos. Makeup is not my forte. It's just, I like showing what I do. I have a few makeup videos that get ready with me, but I actually did a little survey not that long ago of what kind of videos you guys would want to see, and the majority said they wanted to see get ready with me makeup and hair. So I'm gonna try to make sure to do some of these now and then. You need a real fluffy brush like that for distribute all of that color. So just a regular everyday look, I usually put something light on the lid, and there is a very light color right here. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lid. You can also use your finger for that, which I do sometimes as well. And I might just supplement with my finger. And the other thing I do right after that is do another time with this brush just to make sure it's all kind of cohesive. All right. And you know, another thing I do is I take a little bit of that same color and go right underneath the eyebrow. Highlight that brow bone. Like that. Okay, so in that little Smashbox kit, there was a gel liner, which I really like. Just doing the top. Above my eyelid here. So I just line the top lid. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because if you have another like brush like this, you can like even everything out. Okay, and sometimes I'll take that same brush and just kind of go underneath my eyelid. It still has a little bit of the black on it. Like that. And final step, well, not final step, but almost to the final step. It's Superhero Mascara. I'll put that on next. I love this mascara, but there's a couple downsides. It gets real clumpy on the brush itself. I don't know why it gets so clumpy. So I have to be careful with that. And the other thing is it's kind of hard to take off. I use a micellar water at night, but even then that sometimes doesn't get it all off. And so I'll have to wash my hair, I'll have to wash my face and work on it some more. But it gets your eyelashes really big. And last step of the everyday look is some lipstick. This is Dose of Colors. This is called Nude Mood. And it is this lipstick is amazing. It stays on for hours. All right, so that is the finished makeup look. This is basically what I do every day before coming down here to my office and putting my makeup on. Speaking of that, I've done many videos in my bathroom and now I've done a few in my office. What do you guys like better? Do you like my bathroom setting or my office setting? Just curious. So I've got my blow dryer here. This is the Wenhsin blow dryer, and it is kind of like a Dyson knockoff. It looks kind of like the Dyson, but not the same technology. It's just a cheaper version, but it's a different kind of blow dryer than most blow dryers, and I really like it. I will link this in the description, but I'm going to blow dry what's not dry on my hair and do my everyday style. So nothing fancy today, just doing kind of an everyday look. All right. That's great. All right, so I am done blow drying. I'm gonna style my hair. What I typically do, and probably a lot of you with pixie cuts do the same thing, but what I typically do is if I have to wash, I don't wash my hair every day. I wash my hair every other day. And I'll usually use dry shampoo the next day when I don't wash my hair. But when I do wash my hair, I'll blow dry it or use the hot air brush. And then I'll just put some kind of styling stuff on there. Today I'm going to use, where is it? Here it is. American Crew pomade. I think I got this at Walgreens, but it's, this one is a pomade with a medium hold and a high shine. So I'm just gonna get a big glop about that big on my fingers. And let's see if I can answer one more question. When did I start YouTube? How much money do I make on YouTube? That's a big one. So I started YouTube in 2019. And I honestly, it was my mom's idea. She was like, you should start a YouTube channel. And look how shiny that makes my hair. I love that stuff. So I started not knowing that I was gonna do hair, honestly, because I never considered myself a hair expert. Honestly, I just like playing with my hair and I like doing different styles with my pixie cut. And so I started out by making a couple different videos, which didn't get very many views. It was like, one was like organizing, one was, I think my third video, I think, was how I style my pixie cut, and it got a ton of views, and I was like, whoa, okay. I guess pixie cuts are, people want to see videos on pixie cuts. So I did another video that wasn't about pixie cuts. It didn't get very many views. And then I did another one with pixie cuts and it got a ton of views again. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just stick with doing stuff with my pixie cut. And you know, it really caught on. So in order to make money on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have like 4,000 hours of viewing time. And so I was able to get there by like July. So about 4 or 5 months into doing videos, I was able to start making money. It's not a lot of money right now. I'm considered a micro influencer, so I have almost 2,700 views. Or, I'm sorry, I have almost 2,700 subscribers right now, and it's been pretty good. Like, I've gotten a couple months of payments, and it's around $400 a month, which is a really nice little bonus, to be honest. So right now, this is a hobby that makes a little bit of money, and I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of all of you guys watching my content, and I'm gonna keep making it. So it's, who knows, maybe someday I'll be able to quit my regular job and do this. All right, well, guys, I think this is about done. I'm happy with this everyday look. I would spray it right now. So this was the Kenra Perfect Medium Spray. This is about something that I would do every day. Let me show you the sides and the back. Whoops. All right, so guys, thanks for coming along with me on this ride, this Q&A and everyday makeup and hair. I hope you have a wonderful week. When you're watching this, I will be at the Chiefs game in Kansas City. So this video is going out next weekend, and we are going to Kansas City to watch kind of a big game. So we are really super excited for a little tiny trip. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. I love my subscribers. I would love to have more, and I will be loyal to my subscribers. And I do want to say thank you so much for all the sweet comments. I absolutely love reading them, and I love responding. And I really appreciate all of you guys, each and every one of you. So thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.